What's going on? Brian Tong here with the Apple Bits for everything good and bad inside the world of Apple. If you didn't know already, I'm a huge fan of the Apple Watch, especially once they really knocked it out of the park with the Series 4. But the latest watchOS 6 reports have me even more juiced because it looks like I'm finally getting what I've been asking for. The Apple Watch is finally breaking free from the iPhone. Now, before we jump into it, this video is brought to you by Squarespace. Whether you need a domain, website, online store, or all three, think it, dream it, make it with Squarespace. All right, the Apple Watch is getting to free itself from the iPhone after the over-the-air software update feature in watchOS 6 is now live, allowing developers to update their Apple Watch over the air without the need to be connected to the iPhone for the process at all. Now, this is a big deal, right? The new feature became functional with the release of the second watchOS 6 beta to developers, but up to this point, your iPhone has been required to update the Apple Watch by only using the Apple Watch app, but not anymore. We already saw signs at WWDC that the Apple Watch was becoming more independent with the announcement of a dedicated app store on watchOS that allows you to search, download, and install apps without your iPhone, which has been required in the past for installing any new apps. You know what? I love that. Then a recent report from TechCrunch says you'll now be able to delete stock Apple apps from watchOS 6 like the alarm, timer, stopwatch, remote or camera remote, and many others directly from the watch. You can't do that in watchOS 5, and this is just another sign of Apple letting the Apple Watch really be its own thing in watchOS 6. Now, on top of all this, there was the announcement back at WWDC that the Apple Watch will be able to handle streaming audio on its own in watchOS 6 thanks to a new API for app developers that does not require the iPhone. This isn't just big for listening to sports games live, but also a few music apps you might have heard of called Spotify and Pandora and others. And at the moment, you can only stream audio from third-party apps with a direct connection to your phone on watchOS 5. Now, the Apple Watch, it's also going to be an even better fitness tracker in watchOS 6. Summary data and in-depth details after workout previously would only be viewable on the iPhone, and you have to go to the activity app to see it. If you wanted to get those in-depth stats, you just get a few data points on Apple Watch for the summary. Well, now it's staying on the watch and delivering a whole lot more data and information from your workout that just wasn't possible before. So again, another sign that the Apple Watch's freedom from the iPhone is coming soon. Now, when I think about it, all Apple has to do to really put the cherry on top of this is to announce iCloud syncing to back up your Apple Watch in the cloud. That's going to be easy for them to do. Maybe we'll see it at the next keynote where the Apple Watch could officially get the complete independence that I've been asking for. Now, a lot of you have asked me why I'm so high on the Apple Watch Series 4 LTE version. It's been so good when I work out, go on runs or walks. I can just use it on its own. I still get messages and calls, but now it's getting even better with all this new freedom in watchOS 6. You know, there are times where I just want less distractions and I'll just take the Apple Watch with me and no phone at all, because Apple is now really embracing it as a standalone device. And you know what? It's about time. I did it. Now, with all these features coming to watchOS 6, my hunch is that the rollout of the Apple Watch Series 5 hardware will be an incremental update since we saw a complete revamp and redesign with the Series 4. We'll likely get the usual processor speed bump, all the big features coming with watchOS 6, possibly a renewed focus on sleep tracking that's on the level of what Fitbit and others offer. I've been asking for that as well. And the announcement that the Apple Watch LTE version can be used completely separately from the iPhone. That would be great. And if it doesn't happen this year, you know what? It's absolutely happening in 2020 with the Series 6. Plus, Apple, if you want to be real nice, bring me that FaceTime camera in the watch by 2020 as well. You know, I've been asking for this since day one, and Apple was recently granted a patent that describes an Apple Watch band with a camera or optical sensor on it. You can see it here. It would loop right through. It's soft materials, and the optical sensor, the camera, is right there. This will enable it to capture videos and photos and use the Apple Watch screen for those FaceTime calls or selfie shots. Come on, people, it's happening. Apple is doing it already. And a while back, there was a company called Camera back in 2016 that was actually trying to make this on their own platform, but it hasn't been able to really achieve that mainstream success. So FaceTime camera, wrist strap, and if you hustle Apple by 2020, I've been loving that, and yeah, thanks in advance. All right, if you all like this video, you know the drill. Thumbs up, subs up, and hit that notification bell for my latest videos. And thanks again to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Squarespace has a wide range of sleek templates to create an online presence and identity for yourself. You can create an amazing website with their all-in-one platform. There's nothing to install, patch, or upgrade ever. Plus, you'll also get Squarespace's award-winning 24/7 customer support. Squarespace also makes it easier to transfer your domain name to them. And if you're looking to create an online store, that's something that I'm looking into doing. You can manage your products, orders, and inventory easily through them as well. So check out squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/BrianTong to save 10% off your first website or domain. That's squarespace.com/BrianTong. All right, that's going to do it for now. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.